Excuse me. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Lauren, and you can see, oh yeah, this is Ian. And as you can see, we have a little bit of a change of scenery here. We're at the cottage. So we were supposed to be outside on this nice morning doing a little outdoor routine at the beach in the background, but it's raining. So we're inside. We'll do a nice quick cars routine. Remember, it's more about consistency than intensity. So we'll take it nice and light today and just get everything moving and woken up. And then more coffee and maybe more book reading. To start, let's breathe. It's Sunday morning. Place your hand on your belly. Place a hand on the chest. Taking a couple breaths on your own. And without thinking too much about it, what hand is moving for you naturally? Are you already breathing into your belly? Or is that bottom hand moving up and down? Sorry, top hand. Now that you've taken a couple breaths, I want you to focus and take your breath into your belly. So belly fills and expands. Exhale, belly falls. Top arm doesn't move. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale. 2 more times like this. Inhale to belly. And exhale. And one last nice big inhale, filling that belly. Let's hold that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then exhale. And hold that breath empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Pattern that breath throughout class, trying to keep your mouth closed, breathing in and out your nose and into that belly the whole time. Standing tall, we'll start gently with our head neck. I'd like you first just to chicken neck your head forward and then smush your face back to get your double chin. Head forward, smush your face straight back. One more time. Chicken neck, stack your head. From here, we'll keep our head gently stacked and we'll add a rotation. As you rotate, don't let those shoulders move. 2 each way, looking over a shoulder, back to center, over a shoulder, center, and last one here, and center. Great. From there, ear to shoulder, and then using those muscles, pull your head back on straight. Other side, ear to shoulder, pull your head back on straight. I'd like you to go ear to shoulder, stay over here this time, and try to turn your chin towards your armpit, then back to center, and then try to turn your chin towards the ceiling, and back to center. Now pulling your head back on straight, we'll do the same thing the other side. Ear towards shoulder, chin towards armpit, center, chin towards ceiling. Back to center, pull that head back on straight. That's one of my faves. Excellent. From there, we'll get into our shoulders a little bit. Arms are at your sides, hands are straight, or close to your sides if you have really long arms and you're kneeling. Shrug your shoulders, pull them down. Let's just go up and down for a couple. Shrug your shoulders and pull them down. When you pull them down, try to engage those lats, juicing an orange in your armpit. One last time. Up and pull down. I want you now to take your arms out in front of you. And this time, protract your blades so they wrap around your body. And then retract your blades. Protract forward. Retract back. Do it one more time. Check in with those elbows. They shouldn't be bending. It's just the blades doing the motion. Now, set those shoulders back, pull them down, and then pull your arms through cement to bring your arms back down to your side. And relax. Did I get my cement and concrete right?
Cement's in concrete.
Cement's in concrete. Okay. All right. Either, again, from that kneeling position or from tall, blocking those hips, taking our rib cage for a little ride. Let's start just by warming that up and sliding it side to side. Noticing my shoulders aren't changing level. I'm just sliding side to side here. Good. Bring that back to center. We've loosened that up a bit. Let's try coming forward and back. Chest comes forward or ribs slide forward. Lumbar, low back stays the same. From here, I punch in the chest, rib cage slides back. Punch in the back, rib cage slides forward. Watching that head neck doesn't crane with you. Punch in the chest, rib cage slides back to center. Great. One more on the rib cage and then we'll link it all together. I like to cross my arms for this one. We're going to go rotate. From here, I'm going to rotate my rib cage, but my hips are always going to point forward. Think about that as you do this. I'm going to go to my right, so if you want to come with me, the cues will all be the same for you. From here, rotate to the right. Now, as you're here, push your right hip forward. Then, take a nice inhale. Exhale, side bend off that corner. Pull yourself back to tall, stay rotated. Push that right hip forward again. Inhale, try to rotate more. Exhale, side bend off that back corner again. Pull yourself back up tall. One last time. Right hip pushes forward. You try to rotate further. Side bend over that back new corner. Pull yourself back up tall. Unrotate just your other upper body to center. Take a second. Make sure those hips are square again. We're going to the left. Rotate ribbies to the left. Now push that left hip forward. Side bend over that new corner. Pull yourself back up. Take a nice inhale. Rotate, exhale, side bend. Still push that left hip through. Back to tall. One more time. Inhale. Rotate. Exhale, bend. Left hip pushes forward. Pull yourself up to tall. Pull back to center. Relax that. Whew. Warm down here.
Sweaty.
Getting sweaty. Let's take a break off our ribs, but we'll come back to that and link it all together. I would like to do our wrists here. Stand with your arms extended, fists. Let's explore for 4 positions first. You can pull down in those fists, right? Back to center. Then we can pull up, back of hands towards your face. Repeat that again.
Wrist extension of the closed fist.
Yeah, keep those fists nice and tight closed. And one more time, pull the backs of the hands towards you. Now come back to neutral hands. This time, try to bring your thumbs in. So my thumbs are trying to come towards my elbow. Back to center. Now pinkies go out towards the elbows. Back to center. One more time. Thumbs in. Center. Pinkies out. Center. Relax. I have to take a break from that. These arms are heavy. Come back to your rib cage. Let's link all positions of that into our little nice flowy rotation. Wherever you are, hips don't move. They also don't lie. Okay, cross your arms. Gently. Chin a little bit to chest, just so you know that your head's not doing the work. Pull yourself forward with your core. Doing a little bit of flexion. Now from here, add a rotation one direction. Hips are forward. Side bend off that new corner like we did. But now extend up and over out the back. Squeezing your butt, not arching your low back. Rotate to that other new corner. And then pull yourself back around to center. Reset if you need to. Let's go the other direction. Rotate. Forward flex. Rotate. Bend off that corner. Extend up and over. Squeezing glutes. Not lifting that head too far. New corner. Bend. And then pull back to center. Relax that. We might do that again because it's just so good, but take a break off that. Let's revisit our wrists again. Arms back in front, shoulders packed like we did earlier. I would like to take wrist circles. Look at your wrists. Put watches on, face up. Normal way of wearing a watch. Don't let that face turn down ever. Pack shoulders. Slowly flex. What is that?
Down is flex.
Down is flex, sorry. Flex on the wrists. And from here, so down on the wrists, slowly draw your circles to center. So thumbs are coming into, oh, don't tip your wristwatch. Thumbs are coming towards the center of your body. Then don't bend those elbows either. Then you're coming up, pulling those hands into extension, or like you're pulling the backs of the hands towards your face without twisting your wristwatch, pinky side out. Carve out that corner, but don't tip your wristwatch over. Keep drawing that circle all the way down through the bottom. And then back to neutral. Can we try going the other direction? Yes, we can. If I remember, I went in first, right? Flexion. Pull your hands down. Now go to the pinky side. No tipping. Pinky side, carving that circle all the way around. Full extension, pulling the back of the hands towards you. Then without tipping, thumb side in. Keep those fists tight. No tipping your wristwatch. And pulling down through the center of that circle into, I don't know what you're saying, extension, and relax. Whew. Let's do our ribs rotations one more time. Get your stance. Cross your arms. Flex. Rotate. Side bend over that new corner. Extend up and over. Watch your chin tuck. Squeeze the glutes. Still brace the abs. Rotate it to a new corner. Pull down and back to center. Stand up tall for a second. Readjust. Squeeze. Other way. Rotate. Bend over that new corner. Lift up, extending that T-spine hard up. Rotate to that new corner. Side bend. And then pull back to center. And relax. Excellent. Elbows. Arms straight at your sides. Let's make fists for this, just to add some extra tension. Fist up. Pack your shoulders, meaning blades kind of go up, back, and set. Elbows very straight. Fists tighter. Now, 500 pounds in each arm. Slowly start bicep curling. Ian, you're so strong. Slowly start bicep curling. 500 pounds. All the way to full closed. Elbows tight, tight, tight. Now rotate your hands so they face away from you, but don't open your hands. And now extend. Push those 500 pounds through the ground, making your making your triceps burn, 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 burn. Don't let go of that tension. Pull your 500 pounds back up. Backs of hands are still facing you. Pinkies are tight. Fists are tight. Keep that tight. Rotate, palms face you, but you still have fists. And then pull the 500 pounds back down. Pull, pull, pull. Back of the arm. 3, 2, extend those triceps and hold it. And then shake it out, let it go. It's work. And it is hot down here. Maybe you can open that window. I can't get distracted here. Let's do some old school hulas just to loosen up those hips a bit. Standing tall. Have a hula. Put it on. And just explore. I'm going to have to sneeze. Just explore all the kernels of the circle. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry.
We're live. We'll edit that later. Sorry.
We're hulaing. Just exploring a hula right now. You did a couple that way while I sneezed. Now go a couple the other way. If you're wondering where we are because you missed the beginning, we're at the cottage. Welcome. Great. Back to center. From here, before we get to our hips again, let's say hello to our feet. Try not to look down, but look down if you need to. Can you lift up your toes, but keep the heel heavy and the balls of your feet heavy? What shouldn't be heavy, though, are your toes and the arches of your foot because they're pulled up off the floor here. So toes are up. Now, toes are up and spread them. Spread those toes out wide, wide, wide. Now, articulate one toe at a time down. Pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb toe, down. Nice. Can you pull up your toes and the balls of your feet Okay, let's do one first. And just push that heel pad into the ground. Just the heel. Yeah, hello heel. Good. Tap that down, switch feet. Hello other heel. Nice, put that down. Back to the first foot. Now let's bend that foot a little bit and go toes, toes, toes. Biggie toe hits, all those toes. Don't forget about little baby out there. Switch. It's a very nice foot model position there, Ian. And other side, all those toes, balls of feet, hello, hello, and put that back down. All right, back to that toe work we know everybody loves. Can you keep that 3 pads heavy, so being the big toe mound, the lateral side of the feet, the heel, and can you lift all 4 toes and leave your thumb toe heavy on the floor? Thumb toe heavy, all 4 toes lifted. Show that off. Well, hard to see. Now put all 4 down, lift biggie. Biggie, biggie, lift up. Try to lift biggie and not touch the other toes. For 4, 3, 2, can you switch almost right away? Can biggie go down and 4 lift?
Oh, my pinky pad lifted up.
Yeah, keep that pinky pad heavy. And then ready, switch. 4 down, 1 up. Switch. 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 Okay, shake that out.
That's exhausting.
Just
Did
as...
you only do one leg though?
No, I did both legs. You were doing one leg. Just as tight as you can be in those feet and as strong as you can be in those feet, can you be that loosey-goosey ankle loose? Great. Let's come back to our hips. Could we have our chair? Sorry. New stage we're dealing with here. Maybe a balance aid. We'll do some light hip circles here just to warm up. You all clear there again? Okay. Tall. Bring the outside leg just so the heel is at about the toe level. From here, let's do a couple of our rotations. You're pivoting on your heel. Externally rotating, trying to show me your inseam. Then back to center. Internal rotation on that leg. Then back to center. Repeat, my heel is heavy on the floor. I'm rotating out, kind of pivoting on it. Center, both my hips are forward. Internal rotation, center. Now take that heel and keep it on the floor as you slide it to the side. Notice if I go too far away from you with that foot, I have to transfer load. So for me and these really long legs, it's very close underneath me. Almost my heel's in line. Same idea. Externally rotate, hips push forward, center, internal rotation. Make sure that ankle isn't doing more than that femur. Show me the inseam again. Especially on this internal rotation. We'll get to here. Don't do more with the ankle. Back to center. Let's sweep that leg to the back, close to the body. How far behind you can you reach that heel without arching your low back? My toe is... Yeah, my toe is just at my ankle there. It's not very far behind me. And then pull the leg underneath to stand tall. Relax. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we started tall on the inside leg. And we took the outside heel not far in front of us. It just lined up with our big toe here. Leg nice and straight, tall on the inside leg. From the hip socket, show me the inseam of that pants without doing crazy ankle. Back to center. Internal rotation, hips still forward. Center, one more time each way. External rotation, back to center. Sorry, my dad is peering through the window right now. Internal rotation, back to center. I think he thinks he can't come in. Now let's take that foot to the side, not far away from us. Externally rotate, opening that inseam up. Center, internal rotation. Center, one last time. Externally rotate, inseam, heel is still on the floor. Really squeeze that lateral cheek, but also that inside cheek. Center, and last internal rotation. Back to center. Now the tough one, keep that foot on the floor as you reach behind you. It's not going to be that far. Keep those legs tight together. Try to reach and then pull the leg back under. Great. Let's go back to those ankles just for a couple seconds. Back to our feet, I should say. What I'd like to do is balance on those heels. Heels, 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 heels. 4, 2, I was marching a little bit. I wasn't just balancing. I'm sorry. Now, come up to your toes and do the same thing. Do a little march on your toe, 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 toe. 3, 2, now stay balanced. Slow descend. Keep those arches up. Squeeze the glutes. Pull the kneecap up. Slow down. Great. Now, be gentle. Can we take a foot in front of us slightly, small step, and imagine rolling the ankle nicely and trying to push weight on it. So don't put 100% of your weight on this yet, unless you've done this before and you know it can take it. And then pull it back to center and underneath. Other foot comes forward. You gently roll the ankle to the outside and you try to push weight through the lateral border of the foot. Back to center. Do that 1 or 2 more times on each side. If you want to get wild and crazy, you could try to walk on the outside of those feet. 3, 2, pull those back to center. Grip the floor. Put both feet underneath you. Did you do both sides?
No, at the same time.
Oh, okay. Both feet underneath you. Let's go back to our balance. Squeeze your glutes. Push the floor down to go up. Kneecaps pull up, butt squeezed, abs braced. Hold for 5, 4. Look up at the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Slow down. Knees straight, knees straight, knees straight, knees straight. Down. And shake it out. Grab a quick little sip just to wet your whistle. And we're going to get back to our hip bars. So you'll need your chair back out. We'll stand. We'll keep it pretty basic today. 2 circles though. Tall with that hand on the inside. Tall on that inside leg. First time through, pointed foot. Take the outside leg to the front, pointed foot. Toe on the floor. Rotate inseam up. Show me that inseam right away. Now, stay tall here as you draw that circle to the side. Look at this hip. It's so nice still. Take the leg, slightly internally rotate it or hide the inseam as you draw and finish the circle all the way behind you. Square up those hips forward. Roll over your toes. Keep your knees straight as you pull the leg underneath to the back. Point out the back. Don't get sloppy in your upper body. Knee straight. Out of the socket, rotate long. Draw that same circle, inseam front. Tall. Pull the leg all the way to the front and then under. One more time, flex foot. First, I don't know what this hand is doing. First, point. Flex the foot. Our foot will this time be off the floor. Externally rotate. Reach long as you send it side. Pause. Check in with this. Hey, pop that hip up in. Then slight internal rotation. Straight around to the back. Watch your area. Stay tall as you pull it underneath. Now, stay right there, but reach your leg to the back. Don't change your upper body. Knee straight. Reach out of the socket. Nice, slow. Flex foot. Circle around. Inseam up, inseam up, inseam up. Unrotate. Under. I got a little high on that one, only because I was trying to show you my foot there. Yeah, it's spicy down here. Sorry. All right, tall on the inside leg. Same thing, it was the pointed foot first. Tall on the inside leg, point to the front. Externally rotate right away. Side circle. As you send that leg to the side, push your hips forward. Then small internal rotation all the way around to the back. Roll over the toes, keeping the knees straight. Tall, 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 tall. Under. Now, to the back. Point that leg long, pointed foot, externally rotate, growing as that leg comes around all the way to the front, pull underneath. Keep that tall posture, to the front, flex foot, External rotate again. Send it side.
Hips on my hips.
Hips are good here. Internal rotate as you take it to the back. It doesn't have to be high off the floor. And then tall, tall, pull underneath. Now keep this exact position as you reach to the back. Externally rotate in that socket. Side body. I see your inseam. Keep showing me that inseam. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Unrotate. Underneath. I've been thinking lately, I wonder if unrotate's the right word. Or just rotate.
The other way. Wind, unwind.
Unwind, wind.
Wind, unwind.
Rotate. Rotate. All right, back to our balance. With or without your chair. Push down to get tall. Stay in here. Find a nice balance. Maybe this is where you stay. If you want more, could you think about shifting your weight or stacking your weight onto a single leg and getting to a single leg balance? I just brought my other foot to my ankle. Notice here when I went to shift my weight, I stacked over. My ankles under my knee, under my hip, under my shoulder. 3, 2, place that foot down. Don't be afraid to use your balance aid. Now get tall and shift over the other side. Push the floor away. Ooh, I'm not balanced this morning. Push the floor away. Find that for 3, 2, extending those hips. 2 feet down on the balls still. And then knees straight, slow descent. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. And shake that out. Nice. From here, so many things. I'd like to come down to the floor. So let's move this out of the way. Good thing there's felt pads on that. Let's do a nice forward fold into our down dog and then go from there. Gently tuck your chin. Pull yourself down on your abs as you roll down towards the floor. Try to stay as tight to your body as you can. At the bottom, just take a second if you'd like and angle. Let your arms go, tuck your chin, bend and extend the knees. Slowly walk yourself out. If you're feeling good, let's go right to our down dog. And you take a couple seconds there. If you don't want a down dog, come to the floor. Excuse me. From here, tails tilt to the ceiling. Gently bend one knee and straighten the other. And switch. Bend one knee and straighten the other. Pedal your heels for a couple more. Last one. Now try to push both heels down. I want you to pay attention to your shoulders for 2. Push the floor away. And then set your shoulders, hiding your ear, or showing your ears. Keep your elbows straight. Push the floor away, elevating your blades. Pull the floor down. Last one. Hide your ears. Show your ears. And then come down, hands under shoulders, knees under your hips here. I'm good. I'd like to do a little low back mobility here. Taking your hips, slowly tilt your tail to the ceiling. Oh, I'm blue here. You can't see me. Tilt tail to the ceiling and then pull on your core to tuck that pelvis underneath you like you're rounding that low back. Yeah. Tail to ceiling, pushing the floor away from you and then pulling the floor underneath you, rounding that low back. One more time. Tail tilts, notice nothing else is moving. It's only the pelvis. Spilling my punch forward and then scooping my punch underneath. Find a neutral place and just come up off your hands and relax out of that for a second. Let's put our hands back down and one more time, pedal those heels through that down dog. Tail tilts to the ceiling, gently bending one knee, extending the other. Take your time, whatever feels good here for about another 5 seconds. And then come back down to our kneeling position. We'll come through a quick little hip flexor move here to finish up. Maybe get a knee pad if you're on some new hardwood floor. Bringing one foot in front, give us a nice side profile. Well, the Al Borland pillow.
This is really cushy.
Yeah.
Almost too cushy. All
right. Our back toe is tucked. Yeah. Punch bowl. Unlevel your punch. Hike it, pull it under. Hike it, pull it under. Now, tuck those hips under. Pull the front and back leg together like you're scissoring your legs. And already, nothing's moving, but you're pulling. And already with that and my back cheek squeezed, I feel a nice work here. I'm going to keep that pull, but I'm going to slowly slide that knee over the front toe. And let's pause there. Recheck with hips. Are they squeezed? Are they tucked? Stay for 3, 2, relax the tension, but don't go anywhere. Now gather that tension back up, re-squeeze, re-tuck, re-pull. That should allow you to slide a bit more forward. Stay up tall. Hold, 3, 2. Now to push back, I want you to drive that front leg back to push you to tall. Great. Pull that leg underneath you without tipping and getting over pillows. Let's come up to the other side. Hip flexor. All right, hike the hip, pull it down. Hike it, pull it down. Tuck it under, squeeze it. Hope that's just my shirt. There we go. Now, this is harder for me. From here, start pulling the floor together underneath. Keep that back squeezed, glute, and slowly pull yourself forward. Squeeze it, pull it. Pause when you think you've gone far enough. Hold. Pull the floor together. 3, 2, relax but don't go anywhere. Regather up that energy. Squeeze, tuck, pull. Allow yourself to drift a little bit further forward. Hold, stay square forward. 3, 2, now push away to get tall. Nice. Pulling that leg underneath. I like to do one more move from here to finish up today. A little different. That's not the move. You're going to take, one leg's going to stay. You're going to take the other leg out to the side here. That was your cue. Good. I'm going heel down, toe up right now. I'm going to hinge and find the floor. If the floor is too far away from you, you can hinge and place your hand on an ottoman or there. Come with me if you can. You can also do this right from here. This is also fine too, but I'm going to come down here. When I did come down here, I kept that neutral spine though. So let's try our rotations in and external rotations from here. Not just the foot, but the femur. Can it rotate down? So that inseam is really trying to hide here. Watch these hips don't hike. Now, keep those hands in squares, shoulders square to the floor. Can you externally rotate that leg? Try it again. Internal rotation. No problem for myself, but this external rotation from the hip. Now keep that. Maybe it slides out a bit. Keep that rotation. Can you just gently rock back and forth a couple times here? Rocking forward and back, opening up that adductor for a couple. 3, 2, come to a neutral place, relax, and just pull that leg underneath. We'll do the same thing on the other side. From here, take a leg out, the other leg. We started with that foot up to the ceiling, hinged on our hips, hands found the floor. From here, we tried our external rotation and then internal rotation, but not just at that foot. Rotate that femur in. Stay here, try to externally rotate. One more time, internal rotation. External rotation. Find that. And then just gently rock forward and back a couple times. Loosening up that adductor. Maybe you can give it a little bit of a slide away from you as it loosens up. Maybe you just end up in those full send middle splits. Last rock. Come back to center. Pull both knees underneath you. Gently tuck your toes, extend your hips, and slowly walk your hands back or your feet together and pull yourself back to tall. Well, I feel great. You? Yeah, sweating buckets here. Humid and movement,
Just tension.
tension. So thanks for joining us this morning on the little bit of a different morning routine from the cottage. That intensity, well, I found the intensity pretty hard,
For a Sunday morning.
but nice and consistent. So we're just glad we got that in today. Hope you are too. Yeah, go read some books today, drink some coffee, hydrate, and we'll see you later this week for some of the usual programming. Stay tuned for some updates. Check out our website, barsandbells.com, and membership there. Other than that, have a great day. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lauren. That's Ian.
Hello.
And we're Bars and Bells.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. It's hard not knowing